Hello, everyone. This is Jeff and Sarah Tackett from the Strady Center, and this week from the Director's Seat. We're here to talk to you about all of the events coming up this summer, especially the Music on the Maumee we have happening July 13th to the 16th. And we're so excited about the new events we have coming in that we've brought to the area. Sarah?
Yeah, that's right. So the annual Jazz Fest has been going on in Defiance for, what, is it 10 years now?
It's 10 years this year.
That is this Saturday, July 15th event. The annual Jazz Fest will happen as it always has. A beautiful day, jazz musicians, beautiful day, but we've extended it to become a 4-day event called Music on the Maumee.
You know, when I lived in Eastern Kentucky, they had an event down there called Apple Days Festival, and it was just a week-long celebration of the community coming together and just having a good time together of different events. And that was really the brainchild behind developing the Music on the Maumee. We're going to bring in food vendors. We've got like 5 or 6 different food vendors that are going to be there.
Each day
they'll be there. And so that was our idea, just to bring the community together for just a long celebration, to especially down at the Kingsbury Park.
Yep.
It's right there at the confluence of the Auglaize and the Maumee River. Just a beautiful setting for an outdoor event. And we're going to kick it off on July 13th. Is going to be the kickoff. It's going to be the Battle of the Bands of Northwest Ohio. And we're partnering with DDVB this year.
Right, we're partnering with the Visitors Bureau. They have the annual Rib Fest in September, as you know, the last Saturday in September. And they always have headlining music groups to perform and entertain the crowds. Well, what we've partnered with them on is we're doing a Battle of the Bands. There are 9 regional groups that have applied and been selected to compete that day, Thursday, July 13th at Kingsbury Park. It starts at 6 o'clock, I think.
Gates will open at 5 o'clock.
Right, right. And those bands will perform one right after another, about 15 minutes each. And there will be a panel of celebrity judges that will vote on them, kind of like American Idol, but they might give a little feedback to them. I'm not sure, but it'd be kind of fun if they did. And then when the scores are all tabulated that night, the top 3 bands, the bands that get the 3 highest point totals, will be the winners, and they will perform again at the Rib Fest. They'll be the 3 opening acts for the headlining band at the Rib Fest.
It also gives us good contact for these bands coming in, to where maybe we can bring them for other events in the year, and just gets us more familiar with them, but also gives them a platform to really develop their talent, their gifts, their exposure for the band. So
we can showcase their talent. All of the talent that's here in Northwest Ohio. So we're excited. The bands have to have at least 3 musicians, and they have to be connected. At least one has to live within the area counties.
Right,
so,
and there's no age group. We've got some high school bands, we've got some older bands that are coming in. So it's going to be a large variety of different music types and different genres, and that's going to be a really fun-filled day.
Right, Thursday, July 13th, make sure you don't miss Battle of the Bands. But wait, there's more. Friday.
Coming up Friday is going to be an exciting day. We've actually worked with Yvonne Dale, and we've branded the entire week. We started off with Battle of the Bands. Friday nights are Rock in the River.
Rock in the River.
Just a little play on the rivers here in Defiance.
Right.
And we're bringing in just one of my favorite all-time rock bands. And it's going to be a tribute to none other than Kiss. Full makeup.
Right. People that might actually wear more makeup than I do.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I look forward to it. Well, yes, than you, of course.
Bigger platform shoes than I wear.
Yes.
But they're going to be full makeup.
Kiss tribute band, Mr. Speed.
Mr. Speed.
Name, right?
Yeah. They come out of, I believe, Southern Florida is where they're out of. And we're so excited about them coming in. They've got the full makeup, they've got the full costume, they've got all of the backstage, or all of the staging, like a real Kiss performance.
Yep.
And we're looking for a really fun-filled event there. That's going to be a big packed day.
Right. Now, for all of the Music on the Maumee days, all 4 days, bring your lawn chair. It's outdoors. Every day is outdoors at Kingsbury Park. Bring your lawn chair and then keep them in the car overnight so you can come back the next day.
The way we have the stage set up this year, there's going to be plenty of shade with all of the big trees in the Kingsbury area, right in the pavilion area, right beside where the pool at Kingsbury Park. That's where the location is going to be. But you definitely want to go on and buy your tickets early. You're going to save some money there. If you go to defiancearts.org, all of the tickets for each day for Battle of the Bands, it's $10 in advance or $15 at the gate, and the other 3 days will be $15 in advance or 20 at the gate. You also can buy a full weekend pass, and if you've got our brochure, we did our brochures this year called Entertainment on a Whole New Level, and the weekend pass for Music on the Maumee, instead of $70, you can buy the complete weekend for $50.
$50. So it saves you some time waiting in line. We won't really have a sellout because it's outdoors in the park. So we can have everybody that wants to come should be able to get in.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about Thursday. We've talked about Friday. Saturday then is the annual Jazz Fest. And we have 5 amazing groups, individuals and groups coming in to perform that day. Let's see. And we so appreciate all the folks that have volunteered for that day in prior years are coming back to volunteer again this year and help put it together. We have some amazing musicians coming. Blue Fiasco is coming to entertain you. The Latin Jazz Players. Philippe Lejeune Trio.
Yes. Very
good. Jamie Paul, fabulous female vocalist. We were really wowed by her. And the headlining act, Adrian Crutchfield, who, tell me who he is.
He was the featured saxophone player for the artist formerly known as Prince.
Amazing.
And he's been here before, was a very thrilling, exciting
well received
concert. Everybody loved him, had so many requests to bring him back. So this is our 10th anniversary of the Jazz Fest.
Right.
And we felt very appropriate about bringing Adrian Crutchfield back to be our headliner for Jazz Fest.
Yes, so that's exciting.
And
so the Jazz Fest is named after, or came to be because of 2 very famous jazz musicians that were right from here in Defiance.
Right, Milt Buckner and Wild Bill Davidson.
That's right.
And the gentleman with the trio,
Philippe Lejeune?
Philippe Lejeune was a gentleman that played a lot with Milt Buckner.
Oh, in Europe or here in the United States?
Yes, here in the United States.
All right.
Milt Buckner was a very well-known jazz artist around the world, and a lot of his music is still being played today. But Milt Buckner and Philippe Lejeune actually did some concerts together. Milt Buckner's daughter is actually coming this year to celebrate our 10th anniversary, and we're so honored to have her with us. But it's going to be a fun-filled day. That's Saturday, July the 15th, will be our Jazz Fest as part of Music on the Maumee.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then another new day for us is Faith and Family Sunday, on Sunday, July 16th, also at Kingsbury Park, our final day of the Music on the Maumee, and there will be a day full of gospel and Christian music.
And we're actually going to open up gates at 12 o'clock since we have all the food vendors. Everybody can come over right after church, have lunch on the grounds, have like a dinner on the ground, and we'll start the concert at 1 o'clock. There'll be a local group that has traveled around the country that's going to be kicking off things.
I hear they're pretty good.
I hear they have a beautiful singer.
Well, they're the nicest people.
Yes.
Really the nicest people, but they're not very creative in naming their group. They're called the Tacketts.
Yes.
Called the Tacketts, and our friends that are in our band, we're going to be able to share some of our music with everyone, so we appreciate our friends coming out to hear us. We get to open for some of our favorite gospel artists.
One guy that I'm so excited about, I've never sang with him live. We've met him about 8 years ago at the National Quartet Convention. I had an opportunity to sit down with him for about an hour in the bus, and what a time that was. But one of my all-time heroes, wrote so many songs for the gospel world. Mr. Ronnie Henson of the Henson family. He wrote a song called The Lighthouse, and last year was the 50th anniversary of that song. He's coming to Defiance, Ohio,
It's so
and it's the first
exciting.
time that I get the opportunity to stand on stage with the one and only Mr. Ronnie Henson.
Henson, and that song, he's written so many,
Yes.
but that song has been recorded by so many artists in the gospel
Including
world.
Mr. Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, that's right.
He recorded The Lighthouse and did such a phenomenal job on that.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So
And
he's
then
coming
we got,
here.
yes, he's coming, and then we're going to be finishing the night off with a husband and wife team that we've
Right.
sang with before. Traveled a lot with the Bill Gaither events
The
and the
homecoming.
homecoming group. Jeff and Sherry Easter is going to be here that day on July 16th for our Faith and Family event for Music on the Maumee, and we're so excited to bring them back to Defiance.
Right, because they've been here at least one other time, because
Yes.
back in the day when Jeff and I were hosting the At Home with the Tacketts concert series at First Baptist Church at the time, we did that for years. We brought Jeff and Sherry in to the
Yeah.
community, early 2000s probably.
And they're always a
So-
crowd pleaser. They have a wonderful time. Sherry is actually from a well-known group called the Lewis family. If you know anything about bluegrass music,
Right.
the Lewis family was a long-standing top of the world bluegrass artist. And then Jeff's family,
the Easters.
the Easter brothers.
Yes.
His dad actually wrote a song that my father has sang for years called "Thank You, Lord, for Your Blessings on Me," and I'm
we
sure
still
that those
sing that.
songs will be sung during that day. But come on out again, July 16th for Faith in the Family, and along with the July 16th event, we've actually created an entire Faith and Family series. We're going to be sending out brochures to all the local churches for the Faith and Family series. Not only does that include the July 16th date, but we also have a few other events. And if you don't have our brochure, stop by the office or give us a call. We'd be happy to send one out to
Look
you.
online.
Or look online.
Before you get to that, let me just make one more plug. Come out and join us for Music on the Maumee, downtown Defiance, Kingsbury Park, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, July 13th through
to the
16th. We'd love to see you there. All the information on this event is on our website, defiancearts.org.
And when we go back to the Faith and Family event, all of the artists that are coming in for that, we've got the July 16th with the Music on the Maumee. That's going to be Jeff and Sherry Easter, Ronnie Henson, and the Tacketts. Also, in September, we've got a Christian comedian coming to town. He's going to be here
Yes,
at the Strady
right here
Center.
at the Strady Center for
at
the Arts.
319 Wayne Avenue at the Strady Center. Johnny W.
So funny.
So funny. He's going to be here that evening. You can go online and get your tickets early for
Right.
that show.
A really great night of wholesome family entertainment. Such a funny guy.
And then in November, the Tacketts are going to be back here at the Strady. We're going to do our Christmas concert here at the Strady.
You know, and Christmas music is my absolute favorite. And some of our favorite music to perform is our Christmas music. And it's like we dust it off once a year and try to remember how did we do it the previous year. But we're really excited that our board encouraged us really to go ahead and allow us to be here at the Strady Center and share our music. So really looking forward to that. It's a Thursday night, November 30th, Christmas with the Tacketts.
And then that following Sunday is when we're bringing back the annual Messiah. It's going to be at the
Yes.
St. John
St. John United Church of Christ on the Defiance College campus. It's the 50th annual performance. They had to take a year off because of COVID, so it's actually the 50th performance of Handel's Messiah.
And
Directed by Andrew
Schultz is
Schultz,
coming back to town. Andrew's coming back from California to direct it again.
Right.
He was here last year. Does a phenomenal job with him. There's over 40 different singers from the area that's going to be part of it, along with the Toledo Symphony
Members
that
of
comes
the
down.
Toledo Symphony will be the accompaniment. Just a beautiful event.
So along with that, in the Faith and Family series, there's a gentleman that everybody might know by the name of Todd Tilghman. He actually won The Voice in 2020. Todd Tilghman was a Voice winner, and he's a worship leader at his church and a minister. He's going to be here at the Strady
concert
Center.
here, right?
Here, that's part of the Faith and Family series.
And 11th Hour.
And
When are they
also,
coming?
and Todd's coming in February the 17th.
Okay.
11th hour. It's going to be here April the 13th.
Okay.
One of our favorite groups, it's a trio. Amber is the lead singer, and she writes so many music, so
Right.
much of their music. But we sing several of their songs throughout the year.
We do.
But 11th hour will be here at the Strady Center on April the 13th.
So just like we've got 4, 5, 6 gospel events or Christian music events, faith and family events, we also have different genres of music coming in all throughout the year. And
yeah.
that's one thing that we really wanted to do when we were invited to consider becoming the co-directors of the Strady Center for the Arts and bringing the performing arts to our community. The Strady Center's been around for 15 years.
Yeah.
It was founded as the Defiance Community Cultural Council by someone near and dear to my heart, Dr. Richard Strady. And upon his passing in 2006, they named the center after him. But he was really devoted his life to music and sharing music with the world. And they started with very conservative, classical, beautiful music throughout the year. And we're growing on that. We're still bringing some beautiful classical events to the community, and we can talk about those. But we also felt like we wanted to bring all types of music and celebrate all types of music and cultures here in our community and bring performers from a variety of genres. So you'll hear not only the faith and family and the classical, but some Broadway, some dance, ballet, comedy, brass, country, just a broad variety. We have 2 really big shows coming up, 2 major artists coming in the coming year, and I know Jeff's dying to tell you about them.
So when Sarah and I were approached, July of last year, we took over the executive directors here at the Strady.
That's right.
I think it's safe to say that we felt some overwhelming support from the community, and thank you so much
for
that. And we were honored to be able to bring some of these artists and stuff to our own community here in Defiance, Ohio.
Because why not bring them to us? Our community members travel to go see concerts outside of town. Why not bring those bigger name, well-known artists right here to Defiance,
So I'm
Ohio?
going to save the 2 artists that I'm dying to introduce. I'm going to save them to the end.
Okay.
But I want to talk about, we have the Triangle in the Park series, or Concert in the Park series down at Triangle Park, downtown Defiance. And we've got 2 more events coming.
We've had Lee Warren Band and Rumors.
And then we've got Long Time Gone. It's coming on August the 10th. And then we also have the Bourbon Revival, which will be here July 27th.
Okay.
Bourbon Revival is one of my favorite bluegrass bands. You'll love them.
They're great.
Come out and see it, along with Long Time Gone. They're a local favorite as well. But as we go down through the list of events, we have several events that's going to be hosted here at the Strady Center for the Arts. Again, it's located at 319 Wayne Avenue in Defiance, Ohio. If you want any more information, you can go to defiancearts.org, or you can always call us here at the office at 419-784-3401. And along with the Concert in the Park series, we kick off our season that we host some of our bigger events. We also host at the Tenora Performing Arts Center at the Tenora High School.
Right. Beautiful.
Brand new facility, just built, beautiful. You won't have a bad seat in the house. But the first event there will be September the 9th. That's going to be our Def Leppard and AC/DC tribute band.
We said we're bringing variety.
We are going to rock the house that night. It's a group called Absolute, and they actually do half of their show will be an hour long of your AC/DC favorite hits, and then they take a little break and they come out as Def Leppard for the second half, and they are phenomenal. You want to go on again, buy your tickets early. That concert is the first one that's been released that's going to be at the Tenora Performing Arts Center, so you can go online and buy your tickets early now and save money there as well. But that'll be a sellout. And then we have Johnny W. coming on September 14th. Again, he's the Christian comedian. We have Tower Brass Quintet coming in. That's going to be part of our classical series. Right here at the Strady Center for the Arts. And then we have a children's event coming in, and that's coming in October the 7th. Great Kaplan. Very fun for family and children. You don't want to miss that as well. And then we have a few other ones coming in.
Drew Harrison is coming here to the Strady, and he really is. He evokes the feeling of John Lennon and his style of music.
Yeah.
So a solo performer, very, very talented, a really intimate evening that'll be with that kind of music.
Yeah,
Beautiful, right
The
here.
next one is one of our favorite. Last year, Sarah and I was able to attend the OAPN conference where they bring in and they feature a lot of different artists. And there was a
showcase
gentleman there that was from Germany. He was actually here in the States, and he plays a 3-neck guitar. Now, I play guitar, and I get confused with the first one.
With one neck.
He plays 3 necks and just a phenomenal musician.
Right.
If there's any concert that you don't want to miss, it's going to be the concert with Luca Striganola. He's a German guitar player, and you'll be on the edge of your seat the entire night.
Very unique style for him. Let's see, who else would you like to talk about?
Tenora, the next
Tenora,
event's
right.
going to be in November the 11th. If you can think back into the early 2000s, late 90s, there was a group, he said they had the #2 song for over 2 years. It was right behind Michael Jackson's Thriller. But this group had the #2 song for almost 2 years. And Lee Rocker from the Stray Cats, I'm going to rock this town, rock it inside out. Big bass player, he's going to be here.
Upright bass.
Just a wonderful, wonderful musician and singer, bringing back all the hits of the Stray Cats.
Right, out at the
That'll be at the Tenora
Performing Arts Center.
well.
Yes.
And then we have our event here for Christmas, the Messiah and the Tacketts. I'm going to skip over
that big
that name artist, and we're going to have the big band sound. That's going to be another one of our classical events coming January the 20th. That's our local area big
Musicians,
band.
brass.
Scott Rogers group is going to be coming in. They're going to be a phenomenal night of music. And then followed that up with Todd Tilghman, part of our Faith and Family series. He's going to be here at the Strady on February 17th. Again, he's the one that won The Voice in 2020 during COVID.
Right.
He was actually the one that they announced the winner while they were at home.
Oh,
so
sure.
that was part during that time.
Right.
And then we follow up with the Fort Wayne Ballet.
The Fort Wayne
another dance group
Ballet,
that's coming
right
in.
here on the stage of the Strady Center. So we're very much looking forward to that. I don't know how to dance to save my life, so I'm really grateful that we get to watch
As they
some
say,
people that are very good at it.
As dancers, we're not bad singers.
Not bad singers. That's
right.
right. That's right.
Then we go back out to the Tenora Performing Arts Center for a group called the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
Yes.
And they are just an energetic full band group. They have a full rock and roll band, hits of Americana, and their lead instruments are bagpipes.
Yep.
They have three
Kilts and all.
three bagpipe soloists, and all of them are in kilts. They have Irish dancers that come out doing the river dance kind of style.
Some of their vocalists sing beautiful, strong, powerful vocals, and then they do like the river dance style,
I wonder if
Celtic
they'll
dancing.
ask me to get up and dance with them.
Perhaps.
Maybe not.
Perhaps. Another great group coming right here to the Strady, the Dorina Harvey Band, full of Celtic music, kind of an Irish pub sound and Irish pub humor.
Yes.
So they're going to be very entertaining here at the Strady as well. Followed by 11th Hour in April. And another children event, Alex, Thomas, and Friends. Great. And our children's events, many of them are free community events.
Yes.
So families and children can come on out, and no tickets required for those.
Yeah.
Just
And then
a
we
couple
finish
more.
up our classical series with a pianist by the name of Henry Kramer will be here at the Strady Center. And now,
He's been dying to tell you this.
I've worked so hard trying to bring in some elevated entertainment.
National names,
And
yes.
we had our Girl Named Tom, 2 sellout shows in May this past year, having a phenomenal time, sellout crowds on both nights. In December, December the 16th, we've got the one and only Diamond Rio is coming in for a Christmas event.
The actual group,
The
not a tribute.
actual group,
And
Diamond Rio.
one of my favorite groups, because at our wedding, Jeffrey sang a song to me, a Diamond Rio song called One More Day.
One More Day.
Sang it at our wedding, so I
Yeah.
can't wait to meet these guys.
Oh yeah, and they do. They'll sing all their hits, but they're going to put on their Christmas program.
Right. And one of them is from Ohio.
Yes,
An Ohio-based,
he's from
yeah.
Ohio here. And then finally, next May, and that'll be on May the 18th. It is just such an honor to have this group come in. I never would have thought we could have them come to Defiance, Ohio.
Right.
But the mighty Oak Ridge Boys will be here in May of 24.
The actual
Oak
original
Ridge
Oak Ridge
Boys.
Boys.
All 4 members are still part, and we're so happy to bring them. But again, go to defiancearts.org, get your tickets early. If you need more information, call the office at 419-784-3401. And it's been so exciting to put together a season long of such high level entertainment, something we call entertainment on a whole new level.
Absolutely. So this is just year 1 for us, and we were given a pretty big task by the board of directors to elevate everything that's happening, and we've decided we took that challenge on full force. And so
Yes.
at the end of year 1, I feel like you all are going to love all of the entertainment and the artists and so forth that we're bringing to Defiance for you to come out and enjoy. We want to share all of this with you. It's personally, we're just thrilled that we could give back to our community in this way and have the opportunity to bring the world's stage to all the great people of Defiance.
So whether it's at one of our beautiful parks, either at Triangle Park or Music on the Maumee down at Kingsbury, again July 13th through the 16th,
Right.
or the events here at the Strady Center at 319 Wayne Avenue,
Right.
or our events held at the Tenora Performing Arts Center at the Tenora High School campus. Come out and join us. You don't want to miss it. But
That's
once
right.
again, Jeff and Sarah Tackett coming to you from this week from the director's seat.